implants and the failure rate of implants. Last night I was on the YouTube and I saw this video about dental implants, and I thought, let's watch it together. Here's my situation. June 1st, I had a full mouth extraction and temporary dentures put in. By like right now, the plan was me getting the implants in the bottom first, and then I was going to get a snap-in denture, and then the beginning of next year I was going to do it to the top, get 4 implants, and then the snap-in denture. I've now changed that plan, and I'm giving myself a year. So by this time next year, I'm going to decide whether I want to just go ahead and get the implants and the snap-in dentures, or just get a regular set of dentures made, because these are my temporary. Just get a new full set of dentures made that are permanent. I'm kind of scared to death to get, I'm not scared to death to get implants. I'm not that. I just don't know if I want to go through all that pain of getting the implants. I'm not there yet. But then I found this video. Let's start watching this video. It's about implants and the failure rate of implants. See, I'm afraid that I'm afraid my implants are going to fail. For some reason, I've heard stories about implants failing, and I don't want that happening to me.
This is going to surprise a lot of people. We are exposing that dental implants have millions of reports of problems, according to an expert, more than any other medical device. And when I shared what we uncovered during this investigation with the FDA, the agent...
I have already, I have 2 neck fusions with screws and nuts and bolts and all of that. And I did have a titanium implant, and it was taken out, and then it was all bone grafted. And I have a rod in my spine. So I don't think my body would reject my implants, but this scares me.
The agency added additional warnings on their website.
What do I say? Save my life. Save my life. I don't want to be sick anymore.
So frail, she rarely leaves her apartment. Ginger Peters says for 11 years, she's been dying a slow death.
I'm always sick. I'm just always sick.
And that's another thing. I don't know. I just don't know.
Were you always sick before the dental implants?
No.
Pictures show how the once active 5'9" blonde dropped to just 85 pounds at her lowest.
Wow.
Ginger says this started when she went to have a cavity fixed, but the dentist convinced her pulling her teeth would help her recover from valley fever.
You went in for one.
I don't know what valley fever is. I might have to Google that one.
Cavity, and the dentist convinced you to pull 22 teeth.
22 teeth and 1 cavity, because it was going to improve my life.
But her new teeth never.
Watch this when she just watch this.
Never fit right.
These are the posts. My gums are in a constant.
See where her posts are? They're even in a weird spot. When I talked to my oral surgeon, he said it would be like here and then back here to hold them. Hers are all up in the front, and look how swollen her gums are.
State of irritation, infection. Let's get to the bottom. I don't think that they did the bone graft or...
That looks terrible. That just looks terrible. I don't know. I know people that have had this done, and they're not having any problems right now at all.
Anything correctly there.
This bin of prescription containers, a small portion of the painkillers and antibiotics Ginger's been prescribed for ongoing gum infections, pain, and health issues.
When I eat...
Look at that. Look how nasty her gum is. Her teeth.
They just pop right out?
Ginger's case is extreme, but not unique. Reports of problems or adverse events with dental implants may have remained almost impossible to find if it wasn't for this woman. Madrice Kennard made a discovery while searching an FDA database.
Dental implants are the most reported device to the FDA. now in history.
Madrice is a
Now that's scary to me. Just that. I mean, I've already been through so much already, so many surgeries. If you knew how many surgeries I've gone through.
former FDA
I don't know
analyst.
if I want to do
She
this.
now runs Device Events, a company that specializes in searching MOD, the FDA's database where problems with medical devices are reported. That database shows over the last 3 years, reports of problems with dental implants have surged.
Anybody who had looked at the adverse events or the problem reports with devices over the last 20 to 25 years would have thought that there were almost no problems with dental implants.
Dental implants are used to replace natural teeth. The implant
If you have dental implants and you're watching this, comment below and let me know how you're doing.
is the base, which is screwed into the jawbone. Another piece connects the implant to the replacement tooth or teeth. Reports of problems with dental implants have flown under the radar, partly because the FDA had 2 systems for reporting problems. The MOD database, where 58,000 reports were publicly available, and a second system called Alternative Summary Reporting, where manufacturers reported more than 2.1 million problems the public couldn't see.
That's a huge
The
number.
FDA ended the use of the private reporting system in 2018 and released decades of data. Going through the FDA's database now, Madrice says reports of problems with dental implants are skyrocketing. Watch these numbers. In 2018, there were less than 13,000 reports of adverse events. Possibly due to more awareness, reports have shot up by more than 100,000 each year.
Wow.
The 357,000 reports in MOD this year covers January through September.
Basically, the device is rejected. So the jawbone recedes, the tissue recedes, and the implant falls out, or the implant is never accepted at all by the body.
Of the more than 2.9 million adverse events reported for dental implants, Madrice found 88% are implants failing immediately or over time, which
See, now I already know that, like, I have receding gums and I've had the gum graft surgery, and my gums, I wonder if they would continue to recede. That's a question that I might ask my dentist.
results in the implant being removed.
So it's very concerning to me as well. I'm not sure why the FDA hasn't put out any kind of a notification to patients, to physicians.
The FDA told me there are more reports of problems because more people are getting implants.
Dental implants are extremely safe.
Can implants fail?
Oh, absolutely. It's just like any other medical procedure.
Dr. Terry Work has done dental implants for more than a decade. His before and after pictures show why implants are growing in popularity. But no agency or organization tracks how many dental implants are placed every year.
If there's a dentist that said he hasn't had an implant fail, then they either haven't placed them or they're lying. I mean, it happens. It is one of those things. It's an accepted part of providing this service. I can select the manufacturer.
I don't know. Have you heard of anybody that had an implant fail? I know I have a good friend that just got them, and hers are doing really well, and she really, really likes them. My mom has some implants, and so far they've been okay.
Of the implant. I can
Dr.
check
Work is also a consultant for the Arizona Board of Dental Examiners, where he investigates complaints about dental implants.
Not every clinician is equal. There are some clinicians that are more careful than others. There's different manufacturers, and the same implant in 2 different people's hands can have a little bit different success rate.
In addition to the skill level of the person performing the procedure, Dr. Work says the patient can affect an implant success.
Let's say if you have someone that's in poor health, has poor oral hygiene, they may not be a great candidate. And so it doesn't mean you can't place implants on them, but what it means is you have to tell them, listen, these are the...
I know I was watching a YouTube video once where somebody's implant broke and it was wiggling in there. That post, they could wiggle it and they had to have it removed.
Possible outcomes.
But training and patient health may not be the only factors.
How often do you find contamination on these implants?
Far too many implants. 3 out of 10.
Dr. Dirk Dudek runs the Clean Implant Foundation, a lab in Berlin accredited by the German government. A video he provided shows using a clean room, he has tested hundreds of dental implants that are supposed to be sterile. But Dr. Dudek says he has found everything from toxic chemicals used in production to
So I wonder if this material that they make these out of is the same that they have in my neck and my back. Because I don't know. I don't even know. I think it's titanium I have in my neck.
tiny metal fragments on the implants.
For example, metal particles that contain iron, chromium, nickel, even tungsten or copper and tin.
Mouths are not all that clean. So what does it matter if there is contamination on the implant?
Every foreign body, every impurity leads to a foreign body reaction because the body tries to get rid of these particles.
With Dr. Dudek describing various metals he claims he's found on the implants, something Ginger said she told her dentist stands out.
You told them you had a metal allergy.
I did. I told them I had a metal allergy.
All right, a few years ago when I did have my teeth, I had all metal fillings, and I forget the material that's in the metal fillings. I forget what it is. Mercury. I had all of my metal fillings taken out because my jaws were like spasming all the time, like always shaking, and it always felt like I had the taste of metal in my mouth, you know, that weird taste. And when I would use a cheap fork, like one from Walmart or Kmart, a cheaper, not cheap, like cheaper made, I couldn't eat with it. I had to, like my set of silverwares from a higher end, because it didn't bother my teeth. When I put it in my mouth, I didn't get shocked. And that's the best I can explain it. Like eating out of a tinfoil container, I could never do that because it just affected my teeth until I got all of my fillings removed, and the newer whatever they put in, they were white and didn't have the mercury in them.
And they said, don't worry about it?
Don't worry about it. Titanium is different than metal.
Did they tell you it was pure titanium and nothing else in it?
There is absolutely no way you can be allergic to those. Those are titanium.
People can be allergic to titanium, but it is rare. This led us to research what else is in dental implants. Turns out, manufacturers only have to list general materials, such as titanium alloy, which means a mixture of metals. But the other metals are not revealed.
That doesn't seem right. You would think that they would list everything that's on there. If I go the implant route, I have a lot of questions now.
This raises the question, could Ginger be allergic to her implants? I arranged for Ginger to take a highly sensitive blood test to determine if she has a metal allergy. Her results? Not allergic to titanium, but she is allergic to nickel. Studies and medical literature discuss the presence of nickel in some dental implants. This picture shows what can happen if nickel touches the skin of someone who is allergic.
Very, very rarely do we actually see allergies to metal when they are implanted inside the mouth.
Dr. James Yanis is a dermatologist with Mayo Clinic. He says while he has seen reactions to mercury and gold inside someone's mouth, he's never linked problems with dental implants to nickel, and cautions other factors can create symptoms similar to an allergic reaction.
If it's not an allergy, what else could it be?
Gum inflammation alone does not define allergy. It's important to rule out any active evidence of infection, but we need to be mindful of whether or not they're in.
I hope this woman gets her implants taken out. That might solve her problem.
Any other autoimmune processes that could be contributing to the redness.
The makers of Ginger's implant would not answer our questions, including the specific question on if their implants contain nickel. In fact, none of the more than 24 dental implant manufacturers we contacted would answer any of our questions for this investigation.
Always covering my face when I laughed. So
While ads touting the benefits of dental implants are easy to find, finding information on the risks is more challenging. On the FDA's website, warnings fell under this generic page titled Implants and Prosthetics, which never
I know I have a lot of questions. Seriously, if you've had the implants, let me know in the comments how you're doing now, or if you've heard
mentions
of
dental
anybody
implants.
that's had them.
However, shortly after I took the details of what we uncovered in this investigation to the FDA, the agency added this new page titled Dental Implants, What You Should Know, which lists multiple risks, including failure. But according to the page, the devices do not cause an allergic reaction. In a stack of
I know, like, here's the thing. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me. That's the way my life goes normally.
her medical records, we found the waiver Ginger signed acknowledging there could be complications. But Ginger says the risks were downplayed.
Everything you do, you sign that you agree something could go wrong, but you're not expecting it to. I didn't expect 11 years of my life to be taken from me.
With the average cost of a single dental implant about $4,000 and rarely covered by insurance, Ginger was charged $32,000 for her teeth, but says
I know they're very expensive. They're very, very expensive. I wonder
the
why she
real
just
cost
didn't
was her
take 'em
health.
out.
Every morning I wake up, I got to figure out how I'm going to get through the day. And there's been times I don't want to figure that out anymore. I'm tired. I'm sick. And there's nobody out there who's going to fix me.
While the FDA put up this new webpage, nothing has been done yet to alert the public that there are millions of reports of problems. And the FDA acknowledges that not all problems get reported to their database.
I have a lot of questions now. I do have a lot of questions, and I don't know. I have a year to decide. I don't know what I'm going to do. But if you know of anybody that's, had the implants, let me know. Email me. My email's in my description, or leave it in the comments. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I have a whole year to decide, so we'll see. I know my dentures aren't bothering me. It's taken some time to get used to, and my bottom denture stays in really, really quite well. But yeah, let me know. Email me, comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.